What's going on, everyone? It's Trevor here for RSG. Yes, that's right. I came in on the swing on and sit down, whatever. Yeah, that's because I don't have a cameraman. One day that'll be coming along. We'll get a cameraman. But for right now, we have the unboxing knife for no apparent reason. What we're going to be doing today is kind of a review, just seeing how bad can a $15 Chinese-made Bluetooth speaker possibly be. And if you want to find out more about that, you know what you need to do? Well, you need to stick around. Okay, so let's unbox it, I guess. Let's do like an unboxing of this Ecandy Make Life Sweet with candy at ecandy.hk for Hong Kong, I guess. All right, well, no tape to cut. We'll imaginary tape, so we could just use there. Imaginary tape. Got it. Now it's wide open. And open this baby on up. And what do we get? We get oh damn. The speaker, and a USB cable that can charge it, but also acts as the auxiliary input. I'll explain this in a second. So let's put this one back, because I'm going to be honest. I was going to give it away. I'll explain at the end of the video why I'm not doing a giveaway with this. I didn't say I'm not doing a giveaway, and it's not going to be in this video either. It was going to be in this video, but I'll explain why as we go on. Let's take off the box, crappy box, whatever. It comes in a couple different colors, okay? And now, overall, the look, the feel, everything of it is not bad. I actually quite enjoy it and all the buttons that it does bring to the table. But now let's talk about it, really. Okay, first, my favorite part of it all. Let's listen to the wonderfulness of turning it on. And I don't know if anyone's seen Gabriel Iglesias do his Singapore routine, but you'll get it. If you have, you'll definitely hear it. So,
the Bluetooth device is ready to pair. Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
Yes, that is right. That's what it sounds like. It has now it says RGB, but it really should just be like a bunch of color. It's not exactly RGB. It's just different colors in a spectrum that are just kind of going. It's not RGB like the thing actually says. Like you could change anything or whatnot. And while it's not playing music, it'll just keep doing that cycle of colors. But you can, hold the button for the light switch up here, which you can't really see. I mean, we're not really going too deep into a review on this. I mean, you don't need to see what the buttons actually look like. What the buttons say, though, is you got I guess it would be the symbol for like a light, where it's got the circle in the middle and the dots all around. And it's got M, which you would think is mute, but it's actually mode, okay? Volume up, volume down, and a play button. Now, the volume up, volume down, if you just tap them, act as a forward and back, okay? There is some nice features. I mean, I like the fact of, being able to, skip, play, pause, all that with the buttons, not having to always go to the phone, and the fact that this can also be used for phone calls, or as I like to use it, for TeamSpeak. Now, on that end, it was not too bad. It was not too bad. From what people said to me, it wasn't too bad to hear me through this. People had no issues whatsoever, so that's cool. I'm glad to know that that's how that went for that. The rest of it, though, well, you got these little feet down here. they're just cheap feet, but they do the job. It doesn't really like slide around. It's so light. I mean, I wouldn't really worry about it. But it doesn't really slide around, so that does good. You know, no removable battery. I guess an earlier version of this had a removable battery. There's some other things, though, that I want to get into. For one, let's hit the M button for mode.
The radio model. Aux input model. The Bluetooth device is ready to pair. The Bluetooth device is connected successfully.
This is funny. I don't know how you cannot. I find it funny that it is so strong of an accent and broken English on here. It's hilarious. But I mean, look where it's from. Why do I expect? I shouldn't expect them to speak English, for frick's sake. You know, it's from another country, but that's what most of our products are from. Anyways, it's just funny to see. It's like, I know how much stuff I have that's made in China, but damn, you could really tell this is made in China. So, wow. I just find that really funny. As far as the sound goes, I like to use Teknoaxe because Teknoaxe is royalty-free. If you don't know, in the YouTube world, you got to use royalty-free shit. And if you don't, okay, if you don't use royalty-free shit, you might wind up in a load of shit. Unless you're backed by someone like Fullscreen or someone who can take care of you and make sure this issue gets alleviated due to fair use, but whatever. So we're just literally going to pick out anything, and we're going to listen to it. Now, so this is Teknoaxe. Oh, yeah. But turn it up. Oh, there's the turn up there. Alright. You know, it's not too bad. It's not too bad. We'll pause it. Does it work with it worked with the pause even on YouTube. It's not too bad sounding, okay? I could sit there and give you a whole sound test and whatever. I don't know how well it's going to come through. What I can tell you is that it's as loud as you would expect a small speaker to be. Where it does not have the loudness factor is the bass. Another thing that's annoying, like, it always goes in like a pairing mode to a degree, but then it like automatically does the stuff where any other, you know, device you usually have, it'll say, like, the most it'll say is powered on and connected. Unless you go into the Bluetooth pairing, I don't know. It's just on that and not great. Okay, so I'll give you my issues with this, and we'll go back to some Teknoaxe. My issue that I had so far, some of the issues were, you would think this is two speakers, but no, it's only one, as far as I could tell, because the sound primarily comes out of this side and very dull on this side. Like, if you put this side of the speaker up to your ear, you might actually be like, ow, that hurt. The other side, you'd be like, okay, I don't hear anything. Now, I have two units, and I did try both. I mean, maybe, unless they're both defective, I can't find a way to open this thing up to even see what's inside. Because for the $10 or $15 that I spent, I would have had no issue doing that. But now, the thing, there's some other things. So, there's a USB port on the back. Of course, your micro USB, but there's an actual USB port on the back. And I'm like, oh, you know what? Maybe this thing can still serve as an external power brick. But it said my phone was charging, but my phone went down battery percentage while it was plugged into it. Whatever. Okay. Well, this is how the auxiliary works. You would plug in the USB port to the back right here, you know. You really, like I said, you probably can't see it. But right there, you plug into the USB port, and then you have your auxiliary. That is weird. Anyone I've ever used just has an auxiliary port. Whatever. I don't know. Is that more complicated? I don't know what their thought process was behind that. Okay. So then you have the micro SD slot in it, so you could just have it going around without even needing a phone connected. That's cool. Another factor of it that's cool, FM radio. I honestly think all of these Bluetooth speakers should have FM radio, because let's get down to the real truth of it. phones die. Phones do die, you know, or maybe you're using it and you want to, you know, still have, you know, music in the background or something. I don't know what could be a possible reason for wanting it, but there is definitely times that I've sat there and said, man, it would be nice if I just had the FM radio feature on there. Just a good example. There's a radio show that I like to listen to in the mornings that's on the radio. But I can't really find so much of that stuff on my phone as I'd like to. So it would be nice to just turn on the radio. So okay, that's a nice point of it. Let's turn back on the music, right? I think it's gonna go. Okay. So now you get your lights. Yeah. And now you're starting to see the problem. Now you're starting to see the problem. It paused. And this happened on both. It paused was one of the issues. It kept pausing. But then it does like this weird debug thing. It just sits there and it's like... And then it'll go back to the music. And it's like... And then sometimes it'll do that multiple times in a row. So, I think it's time for me to tell you in the beginning. I was going to give this away. I said, hey, it'd be cool. Someone needs a Bluetooth speaker. It sucks so damn bad. Not in so much the sound aspect, but the problems with it, with the debug sound going like where it freaks out, the horrible battery life, which obviously this is still working, but there's something up with the battery going on. I think that's why because it worked for like an hour without that debug issue. Then the battery started dying and it started skipping, or not skipping, but pausing, and then having a debug issue. And it's like, that was only like an hour in. So I guess it's time for the pros and cons. The pros, small. I don't know if I'd really label the RGB as a pro or a con. It's just there. I guess it would be a pro if anything, because it can be a cooler factor that you can switch off. So I'll label that as a pro. I'll label the fact that it has an FM radio as a pro, and the controls up top as a pro. The unit itself is a con. It's horrible. It's horrible. You know, clash with that horrible debug sound, the really non-existent bass. The bass is completely non-existent on this. You know, it needs some sort of woofer. The factor of not having two speakers, I was really shocked to see it not have two speakers in it. You know, the way they made it look, you literally could have just, you know, you could have done something a little cooler if you were just going to use one speaker. Like, maybe made it a little more compact than it already is. I don't know. But overall, I could never recommend someone ever buy this. Now, does that mean that there aren't other $15 Bluetooth speakers out there that are okay? That are decent? Well, no. There actually might be some on clearance, whatever, that are actually really good. This is damn sure not one of them. And on Amazon, it actually shows that there is... What did it show? That it was $100 for this. If I paid $100 for this, I might have to just fly out to wherever the company is myself and burn it the fuck down. Because I could never... That would be such a ripoff for someone to ever pay $100 for this hunk of shit. That's exactly what this is. This thing is a hunk of shit. To the point, I'm not even giving it away. I'm going to find something else as soon as I can, because I'm even going to return these to Amazon. I'm not someone who, you know, even if it's cheap. No. You know what? This has been $30 for the two that I bought out of my pocket that I could totally put towards something else to review and give away to you that might actually be worth even me sending this. This wasn't even worth the money that I would have had to spend to ship it to you. Okay, this thing sucks. This thing sucks. Ecandy, you suck. Okay? And maybe, just saying, if you're going to market it to American people, maybe just get an American to say, you know, Bluetooth connected successfully or whatever. Or maybe just have Sounds do the shit, because damn sure your broken English ass company is not doing a great job of saying that stuff. Which hey, you know what? It's from China. I don't expect them to speak 100% good English, but just do it like my Bose that I use. I love my Bose. You know what my Bose says? Jack shit. You press a Bluetooth button and a blue light goes pulsating until it connects. Simple. You don't need to tell me every single time that it's in pairing and that it's connected. I don't need to hear that. I don't give a shit. Okay? Simple as that. I don't give a shit that of the steps that you're taking. I just want to know that it's connected. Just give me something like my okay. My Logitech UE Boom. I'm pretty sure it says Bluetooth is now pairing. Pretty sure. That's it. That's it. When you turn on the switch, gives it a second and it goes doo-doo. That's it. Simple. And you know what? They're probably made in China too. They probably are. But they didn't decide to have someone sounds like they're from Singapore. From the sounds of, if you listen, like I said, if you listen to Gabriel Iglesias, Fluffy, as some people call him, and listen to his like Singapore routine, it sounds like it. It sounds like it. So I that probably is around like, you know, that's all I really have on it. So is a $15 Bluetooth speaker worth it? I'll look more into this. For right now, it's not sounding like it. It's not seeming like it. It just sounds like you're going to end up with a Chinese hunk of shit. Well, that's it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed this. I actually had fun filming this. I didn't even have to retake this at all. I just kind of went off it. Well, I always go off the cuff with it. That's why I have the show off the cuff. And I always just do things without a script, as you all know. Okay? But what I will ask you to do, and this is still unscripted because I always screw it up, but hey, a like, a share, a favorite, a comment. I don't care when people are saying, oh, people are... I'm not begging for likes and shares. It's just a friendly reminder. Because I'll tell you what, after you're watching a video, you might just say, hey, what else can I watch? And totally forget. I have forgotten. And then I've clicked back or hit the back browser button and clicked like on a video because I actually watched it and liked it. So they get my support. I only say this because it's a good reminder. We all forget sometimes. We're human. So a like, a share. Share is my favorite, but likes are awesome too. And I love comments because I always respond to them. So if you have anything to add to this, and maybe you've had experience with some cheap Bluetooth speakers that were good, hey, leave it in the comment. Maybe you've had other ones that were bad. Leave it in the comments because we could have fun with all this kind of stuff. Well, for all those who love watching these videos, and if you enjoyed this video, well, I'll see you next time.